right, good morning, afternoon, or evening, whenever you're watching this. If you watched yesterday's video, what we talked about was contractions, and we gave it a good definition of contractions are a shortened form of two words. The big part of the contraction is called the apostrophe, and what the apostrophe does is it comes after the first word and takes the place of a couple of letters in the second word. Today, what we're going to be focusing on is the word will. So like on our deal, it would be on our paper, it would be I and then will put together would equal I'll. I apostrophe LL, where the apostrophe takes the place of the W and the I. Another one would be like heel and she'll and they'll and we'll. Those are all part of them, and even you'll too. That one's even, I don't know why I like you will, but I think it's awesome. So you will be equal to you'll. Y-O-U apostrophe L-L. Again, takes the place of the W and the I. The ones that we talked about yesterday, if you missed yesterday's lesson, we talked about he and is and sticking them together, and you get he's, H-E apostrophe S. The I gets the place taken away. And then we also talked about they have. So they have, and what we do there is the exact same thing we did up here. It's going to rewrite again. We always write the first word of the part of the contraction. Always write the first word, and then after that, you've got to decide how you're going to break the second word down. So for they have, it'll be they've, T-H-E-Y apostrophe V-E. And again, the apostrophe is taking the place of the H and the A. So on our fun paper for the day, this is what it looks like. If you want to pause it right here to take a picture of that or have your kiddos write it down, whatever you want to do, go for it. Make sure it's all in focus. There you go. All right, so this is the paper that we're going to be doing today. I'm going to do number 1 with you guys, and then after that, you guys can do 2, 3, 4, and 5 on your own. Or if you want to, you can even add more sentences to it. I got a couple of kiddos from my class that watched this video yesterday, and they did an entire list. Some of them did 10 or more of them. So, guys, this is just good practice to get into whenever you're at home and with nothing to do. You can throw contractions out at your kids all day long if you want to. But again, contractions are a shortened form of two words. And it always has to have that apostrophe. If that apostrophe is missing, messes it all up. All right, so let's go ahead and do number 1 together. Number 1 says we will have lots of fun at the park. So we will have lots of fun at the park. Now, I know some of you are even taking notes too, so if you want to do that, you're welcome to as well. I know I had a couple of my students I talked to last night that said, Mr. Muller, check it out, and they showed me all of their notes. I love that. I do encourage taking notes, especially for 3rd graders, because once they get into 4th and 5th grade, they're going to have those notes. So again, take notes if you want to, don't if you don't want to, it's up to you. So we will have lots of fun at the park is what our sentence reads. So here we go. The difference in today's paper and yesterday's paper is they actually underlined the contraction where the contraction was going to go. Today, we don't get that benefit. Today, we've got to figure it out on our own. So if you were watching yesterday and if you worked yesterday, you're going to figure it out. So what I would tell my kiddos in class is, where is the contraction going to be located at in here? And I put an emphasis on the fact that we talked about the word will. In almost all of these sentences, I think, in fact, in every one of them, it's going to have the word will in it. So the kiddos, all they would do is go back up there. I call them bullets up here at the top of the page, at the top of the paper right here. I call these bullets, and what we do in class is we actually circle the bullet, underline all the important information. So if you took a picture of this, you're welcome to do that too. But basically, all of the answers are going to be up there for them for today. And then tomorrow we're going to get a little bit harder, and Thursday a little bit harder, and then Friday will be the test. So, but today, for today's case, we will have lots of fun at the park. And again, emphasis on the word will. What two words are going to go together? Obviously, it's we and will. So what I would have the kiddos do is underline we and will, and then they're going to have to write the rest of the sentence. So it'd be we'll, W-E''L-L, and then have lots of fun at the park. So that way, you guys can work it out with your kiddos. And kiddos, if you're watching this, do these on your own. Make some up. I want to see how creative you can get. Give me some really, really good ones. And don't just use the we and the other. Don't just use the will. Use the have, use the is, use the not, because we've talked about all of those in class. If you don't know what those are, ask your moms and dads. Moms and dads, get ready because the questions are coming, I hope. So for today, that is our language lesson. Again, it's basically all it is contractions. Contractions are a shortened form of two words put together. Do not forget about the apostrophe. The apostrophe, its job is to take the place of part of the second word. And again, for I will, it's going to be the W-I is going to be taken out. It's just an apostrophe L-L. So again, you have any questions, comments, right below here, text them in on Remind 101, message me on those. And kiddos, again, I had about 6 kids send me their work yesterday. If you're doing this at home, I expect to see the work down below me. You guys have a wonderful day. I'll be back in just a little bit with the math lesson. See ya.